Hey, what's going on? This is E. Jones, bottom to the top hoops, sitting here with the Queens legend, my man, my brother,
yes,
Abdul Fox, man. Pleasure to have you on the show.
Thanks for bringing me here, man. Absolute pleasure.
We out here at ATL, a beautiful look, the warm weather, man. You moved south on them. How long you been out here in the A, man?
I've been in Atlanta about 4 years.
Okay.
Business opportunity brought me here, so I've been just staying on the grind and staying blessed.
And prior to that, obviously, Tampa
yes.
for a little while.
Yes. Still have the house
Ybor
there.
City.
What you know about that?
Come on, man. You know, I get around a little bit.
Okay.
A little bit. But, you know, obviously, you've had a lot of success in your basketball career. Been very fortunate to have played internationally on a professional level. Great standout years in college. But let's take it back from the beginning. Originally from Queens.
Yes.
Shout out your area.
Yes, Marine Terrace.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Marine Terrace. So, you know, as we were talking a little bit off camera about, you know, your beginnings, playing under Vincent Smith. Everybody now kind of speaks of Vincent as being like the dojo, right?
Yes, sir.
Of Queens and Lowe's Battalion Halls. Very, very well mentioned. Kenny Smith makes sure he keeps that in the forefront on TNT.
Yes.
But talk about your experience in terms of coming up under Vincent and what that was like for you getting that tutelage at a young age.
I just think he instilled a foundation of fundamentals.
Okay.
You know, I had no tricks. My job was to put the ball in the basket and run back on defense.
Yep.
So from a triple threat standpoint, everything I did was no more than 3 dribbles. So to me, eventually, when the kids who had talent, the tutelage that I got from Vincent, the work ethic, all of a sudden I caught up to those kids. Because coming up, I wasn't the 8th or 10th man. I was probably the 11th or 12th. You know, Kenny was there. You know, Jason Gilliam, Steve Frazier. I was still learning the game. But once I grasped what he was trying to taught me, I was always in the gym. So if he told me I need to work on something, I worked on it.
So it's funny that you say that because a lot of people, they see the back end, right? They see Kenny Anderson with Gauchos or Riverside. They see Steve Frazier at Miami and with Malloy. But the things that they don't see is the start with Kevin Jackson, start with Vincent Smith. And all of that talent, that Jason Curry, and all of those guys who were a part of that, you know, what was that like in the gym, in the trenches over there?
It was a constant battle just to me, earn your spot on the court.
Right.
And it was just no days off.
Okay.
No days off. And then when Vincent had enough, he threw Kevin at you.
Okay.
Then Kevin had enough, he threw Pierre at you. So it was really like, okay, who's coming at me next?
Right.
But there was a love of just wanting to see us succeed.
Right.
No money needed to be handed out, no tokens, just want to see these kids succeed. And I think that's a lost art too with some of these AAU programs when they just wanted you to go to college and give them a shout out when you had a good game.
You know what's funny, man, is that's a whole different conversation, right? With AAU and the sensationalism of amateur basketball, which I'll get your take on later. But you start off going to high school, started at St. John's Prep, Long Island City High School, and then we're fortunate enough, how did you get to prep school from being a New York City student?
I went to, back then, maybe 1 or 2 basketball camps. If you were any type of player, you ended up at some point at Jack Curran's basketball camp.
Okay, that was a Queens thing, because I never ended up there. Or maybe I wasn't good enough. But anyway, you ended up at Jack Curran's.
They had a system where a gentleman who had graduated from Malloy was the dean of students at Berkshire School.
Oh wow, okay.
So a lot of kids who couldn't get into Malloy or wanted to kind of further themselves out of Malloy, he was funneling them to Berkshire School.
Oh, he was handpicking.
Titus Graham, Bobby Moran.
Okay.
They all ended up at Berkshire School. I unfortunately, he came to a basketball camp and there was 2 kids he was recruiting or was going to allow to go to that prep school. I was good enough to play in that camp where he allowed me to.
So he was coming to see somebody else.
It was Shea Allen King.
Okay.
Left-handed dude, incredible. He was the first pick, but they liked my work ethic. So then they said, you know what, we're going to take Shea Allen King, left-handed guard.
I know Shea.
Smooth.
Okay.
Smooth.
Wasn't smooth that day.
But he ended up taking both of us.
Okay.
He ended up taking both
Big
of us. Yes, smooth.
Okay.
And that allowed me to get into prep school. But even then, it taught me just a fundamental on, I had class on Saturdays, had mandatory study hall, had to wear shirt and tie to school. I mean, I'm coming from Queens, New York to that type of environment. And I struggled in the beginning, but the Duryea family just took me under their wing.
You know what's one of the things that you pointed out you talk about being at the camp, and then you talk about how Jack Curran and Kevin and Pierre prepared you. That opportunity came, but had you not been ready for it,
Facts.
it wouldn't have been bad luck. It would have just been you didn't take advantage of the opportunity, and I think that's what gets missed sometimes with especially student athletes today.
Right.
Don't be upset if you don't perform when you get to the stage.
Right.
You're on the stage.
Yep.
The DJ's playing the music. You gotta dance.
Yes.
So fast forward, you get an opportunity to play there, obviously had a good career there. Why Providence? No, first St. Peter's.
It was funny because I wasn't the sought after one in the beginning. No one knew who I was.
Okay.
Berkshire was a school for academics. It wasn't MCI.
Right.
It wasn't Christ the King.
Right.
So I had a stellar senior year, 24-10, won the New England Championship, beat Churchill Academy with Lee Green and JoJo Outlaw.
Where was my man Ronnie Eifert?
Ronnie Eifert came off the bench.
For you guys.
Off the bench.
So it was his time after you.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Big shout out to my man.
We
Ronnie.
won the championship. He came off the bench then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I gotta get Ronnie on the show.
Of course, you got to.
So you guys won a championship, and 24-10 doesn't.
24-2.
20. Okay. Oh, I thought that was the stats.
No, our senior year we won 24 games, lost 2.
Oh wow. In the knapsack.
Yeah.
So, what is your recruitment like at this point?
Mid-majors,
Okay.
Springfield College, Northeastern I took a visit to.
Okay.
Coach Crimmins saw me at Jack Curran's camp, but when they signed
Where was
Kenny,
he? Oh, okay. At Georgia.
Kenny signed, we good. We had a great recruit year.
Yes.
Let us know we can help him.
Yeah.
So that was kind of where I wanted to go, but that didn't happen. And
Okay.
then a team I played against, Cushion Academy,
Okay.
called the St. Peter's guy and said, listen, you need to look at this kid, Abdul Fox.
Okay.
And took a college visit. That was really the only Division I offer I had.
Wow. Okay.
So I took it. Had a great freshman year, but had some troubles with, I was a New York City kid, there was some Jersey kids on the team. And the coach was very verbally abusive.
Okay.
So it's funny you have Sam Shadeen here.
Right.
I wanted to leave St. Peter's College. Rhode Island didn't recruit me. I met Sam Shadeen my junior year. I went to Providence College basketball camp.
Wow.
Me and Carl Beckett was the only counselors
Carl Beckett from CTK.
only kids playing. So I grew a friendship with him. We were at his agent's house. I kind of told him my story at St. Peter's College. He called Rhode Island. I got this kid who I think be good for y'all.
Wow.
So I transferred there. They
Wow.
didn't even recruit me.
You recruited them.
Sam Shadeen got me.
Big shout out to my man, dude, Sheriff
got me into that
Shadeen.
school.
The plug.
There it is, man. So it's funny that you have him here.
Right.
Because that's how I ended up in Rhode Island.
Wow,
Carlos
so-
Eastman happened to be the point guard, Christ the King guy.
Reunion with Jay Gill.
Yeah.
Had he transferred from Stetson yet?
No,
No,
Jason.
he was there first, and then he went to Stetson.
Yes, in his first 2 years, Jason stayed with me.
Wow.
In the gym, extra shooter. He'll tell you, the next year he hung with some other cats. And
That's my guy, man.
it changed.
My
But
man-
he'll tell you, his first year he was behind me. Do we in the gym, extra shooter after lifting? That's just what we did.
Yeah, that was the Vince.
That was it.
That was
the model.
Vincent Smith.
That was the model.
Man, big shout out to Jay Gill. Just got a
Of course.
new job at NAIA school out
Yes.
in Florida. But so your career, describe in short sum what it was like playing at Rhode Island after you left St. Peter's.
It's funny. It was at Rhode Island 3 years. I was all conference 2 of the 3 years.
Okay.
Now some people don't realize my junior year, I did not start.
Wow.
I was 9th on the team in minutes. I was 2nd team all conference. The whole first team went to the NBA. Eddie Jones, Aaron McKee, Marcus Camby, Yinka Dare.
Wow. Let's set the record straight for the people. 19 minutes. Second team all conference, A10, that's when it was popping.
Tough.
Right.
UMass, Temple.
Yeah.
But I spent the hours in the gym. So when I got in the game, typically you wait for the shots to come around. I spent so many hours in the gym. When it came around, I didn't have to wait to get warmed up. I put it up because I know I got 500, 600, 700 shots.
And you was never shy about letting it go. We played together a couple of times.
I get in the gym, so
This is what you were supposed to be doing.
Yes.
So now you have a stellar junior year. Now in the senior year, you feeling like this is your time. Now the NBA scouts starting to come around now. And is you in that conversation? You starting to get that bug?
In the conversation, top 15 small forwards. But
Okay.
unfortunately, when you mentioned Jason Alexander, he transferred. that left us with no point guard.
Ooh.
So we went to the NIT.
How you gonna do this to my man, Jay?
NIT, that was my backcourt mate.
Okay.
Junior year, that was my backcourt mate. When we lost to North Carolina, beat Purdue.
Okay.
Senior year, we really had no point guard. They tried to convert Carlos Cofield to a point guard. He was a 2 guard. So we just didn't really have, I think, the team.
Not that same chemistry.
And it's funny you say that. All my stats went up in every category, and I got demoted to 3rd team.
Wow.
At the banquet, I threw the plaque across the room because I felt as an individual, I improved in every aspect of my game, yet you put me on 3rd team because the team didn't have a good year.
Team success. But let's teach for a second.
Yes, of course.
That just goes to show you could have a great individual year, but winning matters.
Absolutely.
We just had a conversation about that outside, about how some guys could play a flashy style or put up stats, but winning does matter.
It does.
So now, where are you in your pro aspirations, your mindset? You threw the plaque across the room, you was working on your curveball. But how does it look for you now? You going to Portsmouth, you in camps, what does that look like?
Went to Portsmouth.
Okay.
Did very well at Portsmouth.
Okay.
Got invited to Chicago.
Oh, nice.
But everyone said you also need to go. I think it was Phoenix at the time.
Yes.
And I can't remember the guy's name. It was the head guy. And
Monty
I asked,
Blake?
yes. And I was like, can I go to Phoenix? I just want to get as much exposure.
Yeah, you want to. Whoever y'all saying is nice. Let me go up against those dudes. New York style.
Yes. But he said you had a great Portsmouth. You were 1st team all conference.
Oh wow.
You know, you're going to go to Chicago. And unfortunately, I went to Chicago trying to convert Damon Bailey to being a point guard. Couldn't get the ball over half court. Then the other 2 guard was Tony Dumas. I never saw the ball.
You know what's funny is back then, I believe Phoenix was a seniors only camp back then. And Chicago and Portsmouth, no, Chicago was for everybody.
Yeah.
Portsmouth and Phoenix was only seniors, I believe. But anyway, so Damon Bailey struggled.
And the other 2 guard, he got it, he shot it. So didn't really get to do me in Chicago. And still, you know, could get drafted, might not get drafted.
Right.
You know, that day of the draft, I just got in the gym and was just shooting. So at that point, you know, the free agency is the route. I got drafted by a CBA team, Pittsburgh Piranhas.
Okay.
I think I was the 32 pick or 37 pick. The last cut of the Nuggets, got to live with Mutombo my rookie year with Jalen Rose.
Okay.
And then just did the whole CBA thing, you know, trying to chase it.
Right. How long did you play in the CBA?
First year Pittsburgh, and then another year Sioux Falls.
Okay.
South Dakota.
And then you said it's time to go get this chicken.
No, it's funny. I still had the desire. Chicago.
Were you doing summer league still?
Yes.
Okay.
But every time I get to summer league, I twist my ankle. Like, about to get there, you know, 15 points and then twist my ankle. So I really never had a great showing then.
Right.
But got invited to the Bulls camp, which they like big guards.
Okay.
And that's when the IQ helped, because if you can learn that
triangle,
they was getting you out of there.
Quick.
There was no question. Oh.
Was Mike there at the time?
Yeah, Mike fully came back. Dennis Robbins' first year.